Hello, I'm Jashikins, and welcome to another episode of Jash Reads. Tonight we will be reading Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by K.A. Applegate. And I'm nice, rested, and I had one of those, it came around time to eat dinner, and I was not happy with any food, and I was, doing one of those things where you open the refrigerator, look at the food, not really be satisfied, then you close it, then like 5 seconds later you open it again, like you're thinking maybe some food will suddenly just appear. So yeah, it was one of those nights where for some reason I got really picky on what I wanted to eat. So yay! I'll probably continue snacking tonight just because I was not really happy with what I found, so I've been just snacking. So fun times. Hello, acid reflux, which was another problem about my food choice because, whew. But anyways, this nice chapter is from Cassie's point of view. Dun, 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 which I'm doing now for some reason, I guess. Okay. I'm just saying there are people who should be lying out on the beach, and there are people who shouldn't be, Marco said. Do you see fat, hairy old guys in Speedos on Baywatch? No, no. On Baywatch, they have a law against it. David Hasselhoff kicks anybody off the beach who isn't good looking. We need the Hasselhoff law here. That's all I'm saying. So you wouldn't mind never going to the beach, Marco? Rachel said wanly, not really interested in playing put-down games with Marco. We walked along the beach, pretending everything was normal. Pretending we weren't worried. Pretending everything was fine. Rachel was still quiet. I think the experience of losing her memory had shaken her up. Rachel is someone who is always in control. She's very brave at dealing with threats. But this was something new to her, a threat that had come from inside. Marco was trying too hard to tell jokes and make everyone relax. He felt somehow he was responsible for my feeling bad. He wanted to tell me that he didn't blame me. But he'd already told me, and I'd said thanks, and still I felt bad. Marco didn't know how to deal with that, so he tried to make everyone laugh. Jake was just one big tension machine. He hides it well, but I know him. I know when he's upset. It's something you see in the way he presses his lips together a little too hard, and a certain hooded look in his eyes. And then Tobias was back. I have one for you, Cassie, he said. I found a whale. I waved at him. Tobias told us where the whale was. Jake stopped walking. You don't have to do this, Cassie. The force of the impact, if you hit too fast. Besides, maybe the Velik isn't even around anymore. I couldn't look him in the eye. He was offering me an easy way out. I didn't want to be tempted. I'm going in, I said as calmly as I could. I could do this, Cassie, Rachel said. 2-3 morphs, 6 changes, including one that's totally new all that quickly? I asked her. You all say I'm the fastest morpher, the one who gets control over a new morph easiest. I'm the person for this job. To my surprise, Jake nodded. Cassie's right. It's her job. He took my hand. But we'll be there for you. The four of us walked into the surf. Hex had to sit this one out. He would have had to morph back to his original form, and that probably wouldn't have gone over too well at the beach. We had chosen a spot far from the lifeguards. We didn't want someone deciding we needed to be rescued. I splashed into the cold surf. Water bubbled around my ankles, then my legs, my waist. I plunged forward and swam away from shore. The others were right beside me. Tobias had flown to the top of the cliff to rest up for a few seconds. I swam out to sea, and as I swam, I focused on the first morph. Some morphs are terrifying. Some are disgusting. Some overwhelm you with their animal instincts of fear and hunger. Other morphs make you feel invincible with their power. And some morphs, not many, but a few, are simply wonderful. As I swam, I felt my face bulge out and out and out. I felt my legs begin to fuse together. I felt my skin become thick and rubbery. I could even feel when my lungs shut down for a moment, and a second later were sucking air from a hole behind my head. From far off, I heard Tobias's thoughts speak, faint but understandable. It's coming! The feeling, it's coming! I was a creature with feet but no legs, hands that were flat and gray, and no arms. I had human eyes that still stung from the salt water, but a blowhole in the back of my neck. I was half human, half bottlenose dolphin. I rolled onto my side to look upward. There it was. Fisher Three's hunting dog, the Velik, the dust monster, a tornado of energy-hungry particles that swirled like a small tornado. I dove beneath the waves, and when I surfaced, it was still there, but it had not come closer. It doesn't like the water, Marco said. I guess not, I agreed. You were right, Cassie, Rachel said. Let's hope so. I felt the last of the changes as I became a true dolphin. The joy! I had forgotten how happy the dolphin was. It seemed strange given what we were up against. But still, with all our worry, the dolphin joy was hard to contain. Let's go find this whale, Rachel said. We took off at full dolphin speed. I fired a series of clicks from the organ in my head. The clicks resounded through the water and came back to me in echoes. The echoes painted a picture of what was in the water around me. I have him on echolocation, I told the others. Yeah, Jake agreed. A little left, not far now. Soon I could hear the whale crashing through the water. We raced up alongside him, faster than he was, but insignificant beside his. That's the. And let's try that again, so I can pretend I can actually act from time to time. We raced up alongside him, faster than he was, but insignificant beside his huge bulk. It was like running next to a truck or a train. His flank was a gray wall, scarred and dotted with crusts of barnacles. Little ones, the whale said in a voice that was not a voice, in words that were not really words at all. Strange cloud above. He kept moving, not really caring whether we were there or not. The Vila kept pace above us, not able to attack, but not drawn off either. Okay, guys, it's time, I said. Get ready. I began to demorph. Easier said than done. I was moving at whale speed, much faster than I could swim as a human. Great One, do not dive! I asked the whale. Whether he heard me or understood me, let alone agreed, I could not say. It's hard to describe the way a whale communicates. The dolphins can hear their thought speech, but it isn't words, really. More like strange, beautiful pictures that simply appear in your mind. Jake and Rachel each sidled up against. Oh god, this is the chapter I'm just fucking up on. And this is the chapter I'm more awake for, too. It's just embarrassing. Okay, again, from the top. Jake and Rachel each sidled up next to me. They pressed their snouts against me and pushed me through the water. I demorphed, and slowly my dolphin tail split to become legs. My flippers sliced into fingers. I was fully human again and gasping for breath, with my face just out of the water, just 2 feet off the water. The Vila hovered, hungry, waiting for a chance. I pressed my human hands against the side of the whale. I focused my mind on the process of acquiring. It felt wrong somehow, as if I should have asked the whale's permission. But the slow, vague communication of whale does not allow for explanations. I needed his DNA. He slowed and almost stopped. It was the acquiring trance. All animals become calm while they are being acquired. But it was hard to think of the whale as being just an animal. I had dealt with whales before. They are not intelligent in the same way humans are, but they have minds and, I believe, souls. When I was done acquiring the Great One's DNA, I took my hands from him. I'm done, I said, getting a mouthful of salt water. My friend slowed down and the whale pulled away. Now I was one of the most awkward things in the world. A human being in the ocean. I didn't fear drowning because my friends were all around me in dolphin morph. But with the Vila hanging above us like a low ceiling of gnashing teeth, it was creepy. Is Tobias ready? I asked. He's up above the Velic, Jake said. How are you holding up? So far, I spit salt water out of my mouth. So far, so good. I'm ready. And that's the end of that chapter. Some chapters I read awesome. Other times I make mistakes 5 times in a row. And you get to hear everything. Yay! One of my least favorite little subplots in the Animorphs series is this whole, oh, you need to ask, permission for, morphs like a dolphin or a whale. And it's like, uh, the acquiring process will happen the same way, regardless if it's an ant or it's a dolphin. You don't acquire the memories of a creature, you just acquire their instincts. And as some people have pointed out, things like flying are not instincts, they're learned. So thank you, stomach, for making noise. Hopefully you didn't hear that. But anyways, my whole little theory slash headcanon is that when you acquire something, you get all its instincts from the moment of acquiring. So that's why they know how to fly, because they acquire birds of an old enough age where they fly. So yeah, so basically it's like the acquiring process happens the same way. So it's not like you're copying a person's exact personality. So she shouldn't be going, oh, we need to ask this whale or this dolphin, because you're not actually taking anything away from them. The only times I will say that asking to acquire someone for a morph makes logical sense is as if that words are hard, is if like you're acquiring a person, that if you use their body for something, and they might get caught and punished for that. So that's the only time when, or if you're going to acquire like a Hork-Bajir or an Andalite, you sort of want to also ask permissions, just because they can understand what's going on. And it's like, I'm going to be a copy of you. I mean, it'd be creepy, like if, say, Marco acquired Axe. Axe would have to be confounded by the side of fighting alongside in battles another him. So yeah, goddamn, let's not get into the whole morphing morality thing, which I've started, and I'm only talking with myself, so yeah. But long story short, I do not agree with the whole asking for permission. Another thing I will comment about this chapter is I like Marco's like, hey, I'm trying to make everyone laugh because that's all I know how to do here. I don't know how to do anything else. And yeah, bringing up Baywatch is another side of, oh yeah, that feels old. Years from now, no one will get that easily. Maybe they'll go, hey, Baywatch, isn't that movie with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson? Anyways, what did you think about this chapter? And specifically, what do you think about this whole subplot of asking like dolphins or whales for their DNA? What do you think about that? And just comment down below. Let's start a nice nerdy conversation. And remember, no major spoilers in the comments. I am hoping against hope that people get into this series via these videos. So there are some big twists and turns coming up that should not be spoiled, and you should encounter them without knowing they're about to happen. Such as an end to one of the books that's coming up, so that's a large number of books that isn't really popular in the fandom, but I love it for reasons I'll tell you about when we get to it. So like, I want people to encounter the ending of that book not knowing what the fuck's going to happen, because it is awesome. And in my not so humble opinion, I would say humble opinion, but I have a YouTube channel, a blog, I have social media accounts, so not really that humble, you know? But anyways, and if you are new to the fandom, welcome, fellow Phantomorphs. I welcome you here, but be aware there are no cookies. However, this fandom does have cinnamon buns, aka humanity's greatest creation. And if you would like your very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate, if you're on the YouTubes, a link in the description. If you're on my blog, link down below, and both links will take you to where you can buy your very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by Kay Applegate. Now, I can understand if you want to buy it from somewhere else. You know, some people might not really like Amazon. Other people might want to get for a different price, you know, whatever. But if you do buy via the links provided, you will get your very own copy of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by K.A. Applegate. You will also support K.A. Applegate because I did check and she still does get royalty checks from the books. So I did check that like once or twice just to make sure I was giving away correct information. And by buying the book via those links, you also help support me. I get a percentage of, you know, the price. So if you do love me, and who wouldn't, you know, you can help support me that way. And you can help support me by getting something awesome for yourself and also helping to support the original creators. Like Michael Grant, the co-author of the Animorphs series, like just tease like what would people think about, you know, a sequel series to Animorphs? It's like, don't fucking do that to us. Even though he's going like, this is not going to be a thing, it's like, don't tease it. Don't play with my heart like that. Don't. Oh my god, just promising new content for the Animorphs fandom. Oh my god, that would be awesome. But anyways, probably not going to happen. But the comic books of the Animorphs series are still happening. There was, yeah, Michael Grant seemed to confirm that. So yeah. But anyways, if you are on the YouTubes, please like this video. If you like dolphins, because Cassie had so much fun turning into a dolphin. It was awesome. And I tried to read her parts as if as she was morphing, she was just getting a little bit of that dolphin happiness and she became overwhelmed. So maybe that made sense while you were listening as I was messing up. And also subscribe to this YouTube channel because I will be reading every book from the Animorphs series. So especially for everyone who like comments like, "Hey, I used to read Animorphs back in the day," so this can help bring some much needed nostalgia back to your life to cause you a little bit of happiness. And if you're watching on my blog and watching on the desktop version of my blog, please choose the follow by email option so you will never again miss out on one of my blog posts. And I just don't do Jash reads, I also do reviews, and yeah, and I do some fan fiction too. And I didn't get a new chapter of The Last Mormon released this week because I can't remember what happened Wednesday, but I was not able to finish writing the chapter, and I was just catching up on sleep and just letting the whole week stress wash over me and just relaxing, so I didn't write or edit it today. So yeah. But usually I'm decent at releasing one chapter a week, so yay. And the next episode of Jash Reads will be Megamorphs #1, The Andalite. Oh god, now I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. Like there's an itch, and I'm just trying to say my lines, and I'm trying to scratch, and I can't do both things at once. But anyways, okay, scratching done. It's not itching. Okay, enter your Jash. But anyways, the next episode, Jash Reads, will be more of Megamorphs #1, The Andalite's Gift by K.A. Applegate. And oh, I'm finally having another long video review out, not just like a small episode review. And it will be of Game of Thrones Season 8, and it will be released on Wednesday. And if you would like a nice little shout out, for during that episode, and if you would like a chance of having your name on the title card, look at my Patreon, because if you join and do either the $1 tier or the $5 tier, you will get a chance to get your name on the title card. Plus, even if you don't get your name on the title card, you will get a shout out. So, yay! So that'll happen Wednesday. So, and the offer stops July 1st. So, yeah, that's fine. So we're telling you this now. And until Monday, for those that are going to listen to more of this dramatic reading, I'll see you Monday. And hey, if you're just not going to watch more of my review and just wait for my Game of Thrones season review to come out, I'll see you Wednesday. And until next time.